It was a good college baseball game. I think it's tough. I think it's really hard on our guys when they score 3 runs on a wild pitch in a fluke play. You know, it's easy to tolerate losses, I guess, if you just get beat flat out. You know, they're banging balls all over the yard, and you know their pitching was really good tonight. But it's just kind of a hard pill to swallow on that. But what's great is this is probably one of the best teams for us in regards to pitching depth, in regards to our own team. So I feel very comfortable with where we are right now.
Open it up for questions.
Steve, did you have anything to write the speed on that play?
I think the call was correct in regards to the logistics of the rules. The call was correct. My only problem was the crowd control around the dugout. And you know, when their whole team is out there and my pitcher goes after the ball, you know, that was probably the only thing I could actually say was an issue. But you know, the calls in regards from the officiating was correct.
Coach, can you talk about Scott Frazier's performance tonight and kind of the way he battled 7 2/3 innings? Obviously, gave you guys a chance to stay in the game.
Oh, that's why, you know, to be honest, that's why he was a high draft pick a couple years ago, and that's why I think he's going to be a high draft pick next year, because he has the ability to do that. He's a tough competitor. He's a big old donkey out there who wants to compete and get after it, and you know, he just had a curveball bounce over our catcher's head, and kind of some bad luck, but I'll tell you what, I'll go to war with that young man.
Coach Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
Question regarding your shortstop. First, can you tell me how to pronounce his last name?
Vinci.
Vinci. And then how crucial was his defense tonight to keeping you guys in the game?
There's a reason he's at shortstop, because he's probably the best hands we got. You know, and that's Zach Vinci. We call him Wizard for a reason. It's because when the ball goes over there, it just disappears for it. And you know, he does a phenomenal job. He and Joe Sever both up the middle. Very, very impressive tandem defensively. They are one of the best I've had at Pepperdine. And that's saying quite a bit.
He didn't seem to miss a beat tonight at short.
Never does.
Bryan, can you talk about what you guys saw out of Brett Mooneyham? Obviously, you had some success against him early, so what was kind of the game plan in attacking him?
Yeah, well, he had really good stuff, I felt. My first at bat I struck out, but as we moved on in the game, I think we saw he had some command issues. So I think that allowed us to take advantage of some walks and some wild pitches and got things going for us. But good pitcher, good stuff, good command.
Can you talk about your team struggles against Venegas in the last 3 2/3?
I mean, he did a good job. You got to tip your cap to a guy who's going to throw that well. But you know, we put pressure on him. Couple innings in a row, played at the plate, and just didn't go our way.
Bryan, can I ask you about the pitching? Were the 2 pitchers that they threw at you tonight, could there have been more 2 contrasting styles as far as the approach they had?
Can you repeat that question? I didn't actually hear all that.
It's hard to hear you.
Yeah.
I apologize. Between Stanford starter Mooneyham and Venegas that closed the game, could there be 2 more contrasting styles between those 2 pitchers?
I mean, they definitely had a contrast. They came at you differently. One's a really hard throwing righty, and I thought Mooneyham threw pretty hard as well, but I think he was working more with his movement, and he had his off speed going today pretty well, his changeup. But yeah, they definitely have contrasting styles, and they did a good job today.
Any more questions?
Coach, can you talk about what you say to the guys? Obviously, you have to bounce back really quick and play early tomorrow. Do you have to say anything special to get them up for the game tomorrow, or they know what's at stake?
Oh, it was very simple. You tell them you have to get rid of this as quick as possible. You know, like I said, I don't really feel we flat out got beat. We lost the game. I don't feel like we flat out got beat. I thought it was to be honest, it was an outstanding college baseball game. If people paid money to come and see this, they got to watch a really good game, and that's my opinion. But I just told them they need to erase it because they have nothing to be ashamed of, and if they keep that same competitive nature, you know, I like our chances. I really do. Everybody. We're going to be starting Corey Miller.
Thanks, Coach.
Absolutely.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.